into my world, and it changed everything. Now I'm not alone, and I can see a brand new path appearing before my eyes, but I can't reach it alone. I need someone to show me the sky, and a voice on the wind tells me that maybe you could lead the way. I'm running million stars, I'll wish out there is ours. Maybe this time it'll come true. Whatever comes our way, we'll face it unafraid, and take this world on together.
Poi. Poi.
Good morning! I was just waiting for a certain someone to wake up so we could spar. Huh? Are you feeling okay? We'll start with a standard spar. The goal is to knock your opponent to the ground. Ready? Wait, what did you just say? Hey, that's not fair! What you need to go find is the meaning of honor. Two can play at that game. Might? What are you doing? And that's twice you've used cheap tricks. Huh? That's not true. In our last couple of spars, I've been pushing myself to match your intensity. In the beginning, that would have been true, but your growth as a swordsman has been tremendous. How much you've learned and improved in such a short time. I've never seen anything like it. I suppose you did technically knock me down first, which would make you the victor in this spar. Well, you finally got me. What are you gonna do next?
Where did you two disappear to? Forget I asked.
We were just sparring.
What an interesting way to spar.
You have it all wrong.
Right. Anyway, when you finish up your, spar, feel free to rejoin us at the camp. Food's ready. Not that I have an appetite anymore.
You stay right there! I'm going back first. You can follow later. We are not going back together.
Here.
You don't want this anymore.
I have read through the literature and it does not contain any information which could be of use.
Really? We found it in an old temple. Are you sure it's not something that the Mage Academy would want?
The text is a subjective moral lesson in the way of a fictional story about an adolescent. This yields no academical benefit.
Okay, if you're sure you don't want it, then I can sell it. It's still an ancient relic after all.
Do as you please with it.
All right, thanks, Amy.
Boy.
Aw, poor little guy. It's pretty cold out, isn't it?
We should pick up the pace. When night falls, it's only going to get worse. Doesn't seem like she is.
How is she not cold?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys talking about me?
Aren't you freezing?
I don't think so.
Seriously? How's that even possible when you're barely wearing...
Seriously, what's your secret?
Secret?
There's gotta be a secret to it, right? Or some kind of heating device that's keeping you warm?
She does not seem to be using any magical assistance to keep warm.
Are you guys a little chilly or something? Oh, wow. You guys do look cold.
Because it is!
Actually, you're right. I'm freezing. Ooh. I'm terribly, terribly cold.
What are you doing?
Trying to stay warm, of course. Aren't you cold too?
I'm not cold.
Oh, of course you're not.
Not happening.
But I'm not dressed appropriately for this weather.
How is that my fault?
Okay. I guess I'll try to manage somehow.
Fine.
Wait, I don't want you to be cold too.
Well, there's no other option.
Sure there is.
Hey!
What? We have to keep warm, right? This jacket is big enough for the both of us.
Don't think I'm enjoying this. I'm only doing this because it'll be troublesome if you get sick.
Of course you are. That's so sweet. Thank you.
What are you doing? Chivalrous. Well, you don't have to do that.
Boy? Poi poi. Boy.
It seems that way. Thank you.
We are nearing Ellendale. The journey should not be much longer.
Oh, really? What a shame. I mean, oh boy. Yeah, it's so cold. Good thing we're almost there.
That is exactly where we need to be headed.
Is there an event going on? What exactly is in there?
The library in Ellendale is renowned for its collection of rare tomes. It is the largest library in Havengard. Since we are already aware the Wind Temple was in this vicinity, I hope that by cross-referencing the books in the library with the notes from Eldorissim, I will be able to narrow down their exact location.
Good idea. Do you need any help?
I am confident that I will discover the information we need sooner rather than later.
You don't have to tell me twice. I've got some business of my own I'd like to take care of while we're here.
What kind of business?
I had no idea you took such an interest in me.
I just want to make sure you aren't getting into trouble.
That doesn't sound like me.
Alright, why don't we all take some time to relax and explore Edendale, and meet back up here afterwards?
Hey there. You could say that. I'm wondering if I have something that might interest them. If this library is as extensive as Amy says, maybe they're looking to expand their collection. They've got Aria's texts. The ancient civilization here. They're the people who would have built the Wind Temple. If they've got Aria's tomes, then they're sure to be interested in what I've got. Perhaps you could assist me.
Perhaps.
Would you be interested in a Gaian text?
Where did you acquire this?
From one of the ruins. Unlike most of texts found, this one is very atypical. It's actually a children's book.
A children's book?
Yes, and you can tell it's Gaian based on the calligraphy. The Gaian's language didn't use punctuation, while the other ancient civilizations, such as the Uri, did. And the parchment itself is out of an animal hide, which is typical of Gaian culture.
Fascinating. And you're hoping to donate it to our library?
Well, donate for a small fee.
Ah, of course.
Not bad. I was hoping I could get a little more, but I still ended up with more than the initial offer. That's a win in my book. What is it? All in a day's work. It's important to do your research in my line of business. Don't want to be ripped off. Why don't we go check out the shops?
I'm proud of you, son. Remember to keep up your studies. Maybe one day you can grow up to be a mage.
Thanks, Dad.
Hello? Are you still there? You okay there? You never really talk about home. Sometimes it's hard to remember that everything is so up in the air for you. One minute you were living life as usual, and then in an instant all of that was ripped away and your life turned completely upside down. Nothing quite as extreme as being transported to another world. I wasn't always like that. When I was young, I lived with my father in a big town. I went to school and gossiped with my friends and played with dolls just like every other little girl. I love them. It's a bit embarrassing how many I had. My friends always liked to come to my house because I had all the popular dolls back in the day. Little girls like dolls. I'm not ashamed. Anyway, sometimes things happen out of your control, and all you can do is roll with the punches. I'm sorry that you've been feeling alone, and that it's taken me so long to notice. You should save lines like that for Leanna. I know, but your reaction was worth it. Let's keep going.
Hey! I didn't know you liked illusions of the mind. It looks like it's moving.
Yeah. Wait, no it isn't.
Only 4 legs, but there looks like there should be more.
Dancing figures.
Yes? What are you seeing? What? Really? How? I don't see... maybe we should move on.
All of these images hold so much meaning. They're the epitome of understanding that not everything is as it seems. If you change your perspective, you're told a completely different story. I see these images and I wonder what it is the artist is trying to share. Which story is theirs? The one that I see first, or the one I understand after further study? This piece has been especially interesting. Tell me, what do you see in this picture?
It's obvious.
Yep. vases.
Vases.
You meant to say faces, right?
No, they're clearly vases.
No, they're faces.
Unless faces look like vases to you, you're very wrong.
How could you have been so right about all the others and so wrong about this one?
Actually, in that last illusion, I didn't see a swan. I saw a rabbit!
I trusted you.
I thought that was the only time, but I see now that you've been wrong this whole time.
You're the one who's wrong.
No, there's no need to...
Not now!
What do you see? Ha!
You two are perfect for each other. You have equally bad taste.
Bad taste? Wait, what did you say? That's right. See? They're faces.
You're free to believe what you want, even if it's wrong.
Have you considered the possibility that you're both right? This illusion tells two independent stories, intertwined in a single piece of art. The precision, the illusion, wrapped in perfect symmetry. To understand another perspective instead of being rigid in one's own perception, that is the true intention.
I guess it's possible that they're vases.
I'm glad your eyes are finally working.
What? You jerk! You're supposed to say you see faces!
Why would I agree with something wrong?
Hello. Yes, I did. All of these texts include data on the 100 floating isles. I have spent the afternoon gathering and analyzing all of that information. Yes. Yes. Of course not. The islands float due to the magical dispersion in this area. This is a natural phenomenon which has been around since the time of the ancients. No, it is not logical nor conducive for habitation. Most of the islands are far too small for colonization, and those which are large enough to hold a small population are not suited for civilization. But because they have been mostly untouched, the Isles are still one of the most beautiful natural wonders of Isaria. It is highly likely that the Wind Temple was built upon one of those isles. Based on my hypothesis, the temple would be built on the site of the highest concentration of energy. If my calculations are correct, the temple should be located in this region. Wind magic would solve that predicament.
That's true. While I can use wind magic to jump from isle to isle, it's impossible for me to manipulate enough energy to be able to float everyone. I could float myself and perhaps assist one other person.
Obviously, that second person would be him.
What about the rest of us? I appreciate that, but we should still be close by. The least we can do is keep watch.
We can set up at the edge of the first isle and wait for their return.
That sounds good to me.
There's still some distance for us to travel to reach the Isles. We can cross that distance as a group and split up from there.
Yes, but tomorrow. It's already growing dark, so we should rest tonight.
Let's go find an inn then.
The change in temperature is really apparent without the sun.
If you are cold, perhaps we should inquire whether the Flushed Mermaid has any rooms. Their rooms are more luxurious than the inns we may be used to, but there is a fireplace in each room. I do believe they provide heat stones we may request to slip in our beds, should the blankets be insufficient. Plus, their hot springs are open for guest usage.
Did you just say hot springs?
Yes, that is
You had me at hot springs. Let's go there.
This is the incorrect way. The inn is towards the west.
Oops. To the west.
They're expensive. Fine. Hmm? No? And?
Wow, this is delicious!
What kind do you have?
Chocolate.
Looks good. Mind if I try?
Not at all. Kara!
Yep, you're right. It's delicious. What's wrong? Want me to lick yours, too? Oh, wait, never mind. We both got the same flavor. glad we have the same tastes.
Hey, Leanna, what's that?
What? You mean that?
Sorry, I didn't catch what you just said. What is that?
It's Two Faces.
Leanna, is it not clear that the object to which Zack is referring is a vase?
I know what I saw.
I'm not even going to ask.
Ready to go? Great! Then let's get going. We made it! Yep, look!
I've never seen anything like it.
Me neither.
Just as I expected, the temple should be here. You and Leanna will find the air temple at the highest floating isle.
We'll set up here while you guys go do your thing.
Good luck.
Off we go then! Don't worry, we're not going in that direction. Your turn. Take a running start and jump. I'll boost you over. Yep. You okay? You ready for the next one? Alright, you're going to try this next jump with your own magic channeling. I know you can do it. You just have to use the wind like a springboard and you'll fly right over. Find the spot that you're gonna take off from and conjure a powerful gust of wind from there as you jump. Don't worry, if it doesn't work, I'll help. Just remember what we've practiced. You'll be fine. That was excellent! You were able to augment your abilities on the first try! I'm so proud of you! You ready to keep going? It's like that, is it? That's a good idea. You aren't used to such a heavy energy usage in a short amount of time. It's beautiful here. It's so nice here. It makes me happy. I don't feel so weighed down here. It's like I'm free. Everything. It's just, I don't know. The looming responsibility of the world weighs me down sometimes. I suppose it's not the whole world. It's just, there's sometimes so much expectation. From the Mage Guild, from guards and places we visit because of the sigil. And from my family. It all gets so overwhelming. Well, in this world, a lot of women my age are already married and have children. It's something my family has always wanted for me. Those things, they aren't bad, but it's not something I want to think about right now. I want to explore and see everything. I want to be free. Yeah, I love my family, but we definitely have different views on things. Ever since I joined the Mage Guild, I feel like I can finally breathe. I can look to the horizon and know that I can just go there. But all this doesn't matter. I know I'll have to leave the guild one day and fulfill the expectations others have for me. Why even bother doing any of this if it's also fleeting? Enjoy the moment. I never really thought about it like that. That's an interesting way to view things. But what about the responsibilities you still have? Oh, I see. So, do you have anyone to go back to? Really? I've never been with anyone. Someone like me? You're seriously exaggerating. But thanks. You ready to go? This must be it. This must be the entrance. It looks like there's a strong gust of wind here to keep people from entering. Let's try springing ourselves forward. Here, take my hand. I'll slingshot you in. If this is where the elemental will be, maybe absorbing the energy will lower this barrier, and I can follow after. 1, 2, 3! wind outside disappeared, so I came in here as fast as I could. Did something happen? It seems like you absorbed the energy in here as well. Different? Are you telling me you played a mind game with one of the ancients? I'm sure Amy will want to know the details of what happened. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But we've been gone a while now. And now that we've gotten what we came for, we should head back. Oh right, you did promise Kara. I thought the view was beautiful before, but this is a wonder. I agree. I want to live in the moment. Really? Are you trying to ruin the mood? Just stop talking. Something's wrong.
We have you now, Death Slinger.
Death Slinger? We have to help!
They've got backup!
Don't just stand there! Get them!
Is everyone okay?
How did you find me?
Find you?
Talk, or the same thing happens to you.
I have nothing to say to you, traitor.
Traitor?
No one joins the Cloaked Brotherhood and leaves. You should already know that. Zack Spade.
Cloaked Brotherhood?
Kara!
You were a part of the Cloaked Brotherhood this entire time?
I am not a part of the Cloaked Brotherhood.
Then why did he call you a traitor? How do they know what your name is? Tell me!
I already told you, I am not a part of them. How do you even know who the Cloaked Brotherhood are?
Because they destroyed my only home and family.
Kara,
I need some time to think.
It's probably best to give her some space for now. I'm not too sure. It sounds like a mercenary guild. They called him the Deathslinger. He's an infamous mercenary for hire. They say he has a death wish. The Deathslinger would take on missions and jobs that no one else would take on because of how dangerous they were. Anyone crazy enough to do those jobs were said to have no regard for their own life. Somehow the Deathslinger took those impossible jobs and found a way to survive. At the Mage Guild, we were warned that there were certain encounters, or individuals, who if we ran into, we would not under any circumstances engage them. The Deathslinger is one of those people. He has one of the highest body counts out of any mercenary.
regardless of Zack's past, it appears his present self is no longer affiliated with the Cloaked Brotherhood or his persona of Deathslinger. He has also not betrayed us thus far. I have a few theories, although I do not advocate jumping to any conclusions before we have discussed the matters with Zack or Kara. Regardless, his previous time as Deathslinger is something he has attempted to keep hidden as a way to disassociate himself with his past.
Tell me about the Cloaked Brotherhood.
What do you want to know?
How did you become associated with them?
They gave me my mission to silence a target. It was a part of their initiation.
So you were looking to join them.
That was before I knew what they were all about. When I went to carry out the mission, that's when I found out the truth. My target was an ex-member of the Cloaked Brotherhood. The rule is, the Brotherhood is for life. This person didn't want to kill anymore, and he ran away. He was being hunted but had evaded the Brotherhood for years. When they finally found him, he was living a simple life in a small village with a wife and 2 kids. The mission was to kill him and everyone close to him, and to send a clear message for anyone else who would want to leave the Brotherhood. That was my initiation. I know my target killed people. Probably innocent people too, since he was part of the Brotherhood. But his family was innocent. Their only crime was knowing him. I've never killed innocent people before, and I wasn't going to start then. When I found my target, I warned him of my mission and told him I would cover him so he and his family could escape. I knew the others who joined me in my mission would kill me if they knew I'd betrayed them, so I took them out before they could get me. And then I let my target go free. Once the Cloaked Brotherhood found out I didn't complete the mission and help the target escape, I knew they would start hunting me. I tried to get away and stayed in hiding for as long as I could. But they are a very covert guild who deal in secrets. How do you even know of the Cloaked Brotherhood?
My dad was one of their targets. He had stumbled into some information when he was working as a treasurer's assistant. He reported it to the treasurer, who had been corrupt and sought to silence him. We escaped, but our life was never the same. We had to move from city to city and never stayed in one place for longer than a few days. My dad would be gone for hours, sometimes even days at a time. But no matter how long he was gone, I was never really afraid because I always knew he'd come back for me. Until one day, he didn't. I knew something had happened to him, but I had no way of finding him. I spent my life trying to figure out what had happened. I dug into as much as I could. The treasurer, what it was, who called the hit, everything. I found out it was the Cloaked Brotherhood who did it, but there was no more information I could gather on them. They cover all of their tracks. I'm not sure if he's really dead or not. I've tried to come to terms with it.
But you want closure. I know their base of operation. They have a ledger there that keeps records of all the jobs. So even though this happened years ago, you could still find your answer. But do you really want to know the truth? It might not be the answer you want to hear.
Yes. I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions earlier. I just haven't heard the name Cloaked Brotherhood in so long, and as soon as I heard it,
I understand.
I won't be able to concentrate knowing there's finally a lead I can pursue about my dad. As much as I don't want to, I'll have to leave the group.
I'm coming with you.
What?
I've been running from my past for long enough, but enough is enough. They'll never stop searching for me, and the longer I run, the more I put others at risk. I don't want to be the one that puts all of us in danger. I'd never forgive myself if I let them hurt the ones I care about most.
I guess we'll both be leaving then.
Looks like it.
So, where do we go next to take care of the Cloaked Brotherhood?
What?
You said you guys are going to take care of that guild, right? What's our next step?
Zach and I are going to go alone.
If your description of the Cloaked Brotherhood is accurate, then this mission will have a greater chance of success with the aid of the entire group.
Absolutely not. It's too dangerous.
I believe my combat abilities as a Mage-Caster have been proven on numerous occasions.
And as a Mage-Knight, an active member of the Mage Guild, I have been trained for dangerous missions such as this.
But what about collecting energy to help him get back home? I'm not sure what to say.
Boy, boy. Boy. Boy.
If this is what you guys want to do, I'm not gonna stop you.
Thanks, you guys.
Let's get going then.
Hold on, Zach. It's already nighttime and we don't have a plan formulated. I think we can afford one extra day to set everything out.
Let's sleep on it and decide what our next steps will be in the morning.
Sounds good to me.